what I want to discuss right now are the options for DUI schools during this pandemic. COVID-19 has hit all of us hard, our lives, our businesses, our families. Hopefully everyone watching this is safe and healthy, and your friends and family are as well. But unfortunately, many people received DUIs before this pandemic and during. And one of the big questions for every walk of life is, how do you deal with court and DUI school and things like that when we're supposed to be social distancing, when it's not safe to be on top of each other? So I'm going to talk about the DUI schools and what's going on right now. Now, this is being recorded middle of May 2020. We're right in the middle of our kind of first wave, hopefully last wave in the United States. But this is important to know because word has not gotten out there yet, and it needs to. So a lot of attorneys don't know, and luckily a lot of attorneys will watch my videos and know from this. I've been trying to put the word out, letting attorneys I know, in different counties in the San Francisco Bay Area know what's going on. So here's what's up. DUI schools cannot do classes in person right now. If they did, they'd have to really spread people out, and the shelters in place and the Governor Newsom's orders are not allowing for things like that to happen just yet. So eventually they will, but the problem that the schools have is that you can only have, I believe it's up to 12 people in a room for an event, and they have to be spread out, and most of the conference rooms that DUI schools use are not that big. So they have to make them smaller. They're going to have less available. What the state of California has allowed DUI schools to do, and they've done a training on this, they'll probably do more, is do online DUI schools for people who are already enrolled, or to enroll people and have them do the schools online. And my take in talking to, in fact, just this week, I was speaking at length with the owner of a DUI school in San Francisco, is that these should be going on for a long time. Anybody who has to do a school, who's on hold in whatever county they're in, all over the state of San Francisco Bay Area, Marin County, wherever it is, you can contact a DUI school that's doing Zoom schools, transfer to them, do an intake with them, and do the school online. This is something that's never happened before, never been an option. People have always asked me, is there an online kind of like traffic school, comedy traffic school? No, but now there is. And I would highly, highly recommend everyone that's going to have to do a DUI school, who's doing one, to do it online, because what happens is you don't have to drive to the school. You don't have to be in a class once they're available with a lot of people. Wouldn't you rather do this in the comfort of your own home, get rid of the commute time to get there, or the public transportation, or whatever it takes? It's just, we'd all rather do something like that from home. And the classes are usually 2 to 3 hours, depending on which school you're in. So what you would do, now this goes for, I know that the schools in Marin County, which would, the school is in San Rafael. There's only one school in Marin County, and that covers, everything from Sausalito, Mill Valley, Corte Madera, East Marin, West Marin, all the way up to Novato. That San Rafael DUI school in Marin County has been closed. They say they're going to get going at some point, but they've been dragging their feet. So I've been letting clients know who are in Marin County, contact the San Francisco school, and what you want to do is do an intake with them. Jeffrey Nielsen is the owner of that school, and he will, on Tuesday or Thursday, you'd have to do the intake in person. You'd be the only person in their office at the time scheduled. Just call them for an appointment, and then they have schools offered at different times online, and you can do that. Now, your face would be on the Zoom, and your name would be there too. The nice thing, though, is if you're in Marin County and your name's on a Zoom, people are going to see you anyways. If you're in the DUI school in Marin, people are less likely to know or recognize you if you're doing a Zoom that's a school in San Francisco that would have mostly people from San Francisco and other parts of the Bay Area. So I have actually had clients before who got DUIs in Marin County, do the school in San Francisco or another location. So it's It's perfectly fine. It's allowed by the courts. And to contact Jeffrey Nielsen, who's the owner of Jeffrey and Teresa Nielsen on DPI. Their school is at 350 Townsend Street, called DPI, and is down by the train station. So it's between 5th and 4th on Townsend. Their number is, this is a really easy one to memorize, 415-905-5555. Call them up, leave them a message if they don't answer. DPI 415-905-5555. Normally, I would not be telling people, hey, go to this school or that school, or anything about that other than, yeah, you need to do it. Here are your options. Call some different schools to see which one fits best for your schedule, for your needs. Because typically they allow you to do a school where you live or work, but the courts have been very loose about that. They just want to see that you've finished the schools. If there's any issues, we can always go back to court and get the order changed that says, yeah, you're allowed to do the school somewhere else. With Marin not doing DUI school, offering it right now, the courts will be more than happy for people to enroll in these. One of the nice things about enrolling early, if it looks like you're going to need to, or just getting it done, is if your case is not finished yet, when we're negotiating with the prosecutor, they do like to see that you've taken the steps, taken responsibility, and that you have enrolled in the school. So while these are going on, I mean, who knows, by August, they may say we're not doing these anymore. I think they'll go at least through the end of the year as an option, but enroll in a DUI school that allows you to do it online. And right now they're doing them on Zoom. Now, if you haven't been doing Zoom, or you're someone who is worried about online stuff, or just not technically savvy, if you got a cell phone, and you've got, video on your cell phone, you can do it on there. It doesn't have to be on an iPad or a tablet or a computer. It can be right on your phone. You can do it. And it's definitely a great option. So I just want to share that with everyone. Believe it or not, when I let a number of attorneys know about this option recently, these are attorneys that handle a lot of DUI cases in different parts of the Bay Area. And they didn't know about it. They were very thankful to hear, and they're letting their clients know. The one place that seems to really have gotten their acts together from the beginning, with a lot more of their schools going, doing this online and Zoom, is down in Santa Clara County. And I believe some of the East Bay counties have gotten some of it going. I know San Mateo has a little bit in one of their schools, but for Marin County, Napa County, Sonoma County, they haven't done anything in this regard so far that we know of. And I can tell you that the attorneys I contacted in those counties that represent a number of people that get DUIs, were very thankful for that. This office, my office, the law offices of Aaron Bortel, I represent people in Marin County. It's where a lot of my cases are, and also all over the San Francisco Bay Area. Been doing this for over 27 years, and this is all that I do, is DUI defense, helping people with their DUIs in court and their DMV issues. So thanks for listening. Hopefully this is helpful to people who have questions about DUI schools, to my own clients who are watching this, and to any attorney or anyone out there with any questions about this. Again, this is the current state as we understand it, and I think this will be going on for a long time. So I hope it's helpful. Everybody stay well, stay safe, and take care.